going, guys? Liam Wetter here, and we had a big storm last night, a big thunderstorm, and it's kind of carried over into today. It's really gloomy. It's been raining all morning, so we're in that frontal / kind of post-frontal conditions right now. We're expecting the muskies to be tough, so what we're going to do is we're going to go out, and our game plan is to hit some weeds, try and find some current. We know we could probably catch them out deeper, but I don't really want to do that. I'd rather try and focus on the shallow fish that are hopefully in the weeds and the current. We'll see what we can put together, but stick around and let's hope we can get some muskies. What I'm going to start out with here is a glide bait, kind of an aggressive but fairly finesse. I'm throwing this on the 8.6 heavy. This is the Omen Muskie from 13 Fishing, and then an A3 with 80-pound braid. This is kind of the perfect, like, I use the 9.6 extra heavy, the 9-foot heavy, for all of my other like blades, rubber and stuff. But when you want a nimble tip and you want to be able to work your bait, I still, like, I've transitioned the majority to 9-foot rods, but I still, for this type of bait, really like the 8.6. Yeah. What is that? Oh. Muskie.
Good boy.
Oh, no.
Nice bike.
Not bad. Alright guys, well, I thought this was a muskie. Post-frontal conditions right now. Kind of cool, but extremely humid. And I think they're starting to move. We've raised a couple muskies today, and this one smashed it on the cast. So things are hopeful. Post-frontal's not ideal, but it's a little windy, overcast, and super humid, so we'll see what we can piece together. Okay, we'll let her go and try and get the silver version. Nice. It's a good way to start. Yeah. Ah, nice. I got him.
Can't bring her up.
Fighting you good, eh? Yeah. Beauty, Gordo. Something's happening.
Yeah.
Nice.
Spot lock knuckle.
Another nice clear one, eh?
Yeah. Catch and release works because you can see she's probably been caught there before. And this is on Pearson's Wall. We can never come here. On the worst day, we can always catch fish. Complex musky structure, and it always holds fish. She's pulling already, wanting to go. And so you just let her swim. Woo!
Yeah. Nice.
What is it though?
Dogging you pretty good.
Yeah.
That'll be a
She
muskie.
doesn't jump.
Beauty muskie, Gordo. Clean one. Oh, got off.
Got off. Oh, knuckle.
Oh. Well, can't catch them all, I guess. We're on to something, though.
Put your about
Yeah.
shorting and then falling.
Yeah, true.
I feel totally confident about the community hole.
You do?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's already there.
Oh, big one. Come on, as if I didn't see that lazy follow.
Muskie?
Yeah. Just lazy though. Oh. Ah. Oh, come on.
Can't win them all, I guess. I raised that fish on a super shad, and it came in kind of lazy behind, and I couldn't quite see her. So I was looking, I was like, oh, I can't believe I just didn't see that lazy follow. So I picked up a tube, because I can fish it super slow, and I just bombed it out, and I just twitch, and I didn't even feel her eat it. All of a sudden I just went to pop it, and she was on, and I missed her, which is unfortunate, but sometimes that happens with rubber, and you can't win them all. I guess that's why it's called fishing, not catching, right? Let's get another one.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Look at the screen. There's the waypoint.
Yeah, right on it.
No, we're not. We're just
Well, your cast was. Dude it. Nice.
Oh. Number 2.
How'd you catch him?
In her lips.
Well, we were throwing right on a boulder that we saw, right?
Yeah, we have it waypointed. Spot on the. It's the rock on the spot. It's the key. And she's just sitting there beside that rock, and as soon as the bait goes by, ambush predator. Awesome. She wanted to go. There she goes.
So the fishing's kind of slowed down a little bit here. The wind's dropped. And so what I'm doing is throwing a super shad around. This is a good finesse muskie bait. But we're fishing a lot of weeds today. So when the muskies get tough, like we like to go into areas that have a little bit more current, areas that have a little bit more weeds on them. So you might ask, like, what? You're throwing a super shad, a crankbait in weeds? But actually there's two ways, because of the way it's built, that you can fish in weeds. It floats up really fast, so you can reel it down, and then if you touch a weed, just stop reeling, and it'll back out and float out of the weeds. The other thing that I do that constantly, like just reel it down until you touch a weed and let it float up. Or this bait is really influenced by where your rod tip is, how close your rod tip is to the water. So if I put my rod tip down, touching the water, this bait's gonna run like significantly deeper than if I bomb a cast and keep the rod tip up really high. And I could actually reel this pretty quick and keep it reasonably close to the surface with my rod tip high like this. So I can use the positioning of my rod tip to change how deep I want my crank to dive. So say like I'm bombing over a weed bed, and I'm on the other side of the weed bed, so I want to dig it down, get a little bit deeper, and then I come up to the weeds, so I slow it up, lift my rod tip, walk it over the weeds, and then we get beyond the weeds, I can drop my rod tip again. The bait will dig back down. The only thing that you need to keep in mind is don't put your rod tip too high to where you can't get a hook set. But if you guys do that with the letting it pause, back out, or lifting your rod tip, you can really catch pretty good. Like it works really well for fishing weed beds, which you probably wouldn't necessarily realize. I'm getting my kick today by Gordo. This is number 3 for him. This is a hat trick.
And it should have been 4. I missed that other one.
Yeah, you lost him.
Yeah.
He came off right beside the boat. Number 3.
Number 3, and I missed number 4. Had him right to the side of the boat. But, you know, it's a pretty good day when you get 4. And I think we've been out about 6 hours now, 6.5 hours. So what a beauty fish. And it's cold front. And you know, worst conditions possible. We went to the densest weeds, the heaviest current, and that's always the equalizer, current and weeds. Thick cover.
All right, guys, that's a wrap. We're gonna head home now. It's 8:30. I'm gonna make it back to the truck before it gets too dark, but Gordo got a hat trick today. As you can see, my hat's a little wet. I threw it up in the air, landed in the water, but that was well deserved. It's not often you can solo 3 muskies in a day. I, on the other hand, wasn't quite as fortunate. I got a nice pike in the morning, raised 5 fish, missed one, but it was a fun day. I mean, like we said, cold front, post-frontal, muskies. If you go to the weeds and you go to the current, in any given body of water, if it has weeds or current or a mix of both ideally, if you can get on that stuff, that's kind of the great equalizer when it comes to muskie fishing. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys maybe learned something. You can apply this to some of your muskie fishing, or if you just liked watching us catch a few fish, appreciate it.